am biased, but Minecraft is the best game that has ever existed. And it's a lot of fun, and I'm very excited to share it with you all. I have been playing Minecraft for longer than most of our youth have been alive, so it's good fun. It's been around for a good amount of time, and everybody who I've encountered who's played it has really enjoyed it, so I was not surprised that it was popular on our responses for what the youth wanted to do during our conference. So the basics, what is Minecraft? It is a sandbox block-based building game. You can play it as just yourself, you can play it with your friends, and there's two kind of popular modes within the base game of Minecraft. You can either play the survival version or the creative version. In the survival version, you have to mine and craft, like the game name kind of suggests. You have to gather resources and build things in order to meet your end goal, which is to defeat a dragon. Whereas in creative mode, you have access to all of the resources, everything that's in the game already. You don't have to worry about collecting resources or surviving. You just get to build and have fun. And Minecraft is actually the best-selling video game in the world of all time. It topped out Tetris, it topped out World of Warcraft, and currently it has over 200 million accounts sold, and it is just climbing. It gets updated about every single year. It's super popular, and it's still growing. The important thing that we might need to consider if we plan on doing something for UC Links through Minecraft is that there are 3 different versions of Minecraft. And the problem is they don't work together. So there's Java, Bedrock, and Pocket. And somebody who has the Java version can't play with somebody who has Bedrock, just like how someone with Bedrock can't play with somebody who has Pocket. Everybody needs to have the same edition in order to be able to play. Java is the desktop version. It's what I have. It's what most people have. This is because this was the original version of Minecraft, so it's been around since 2009. It's the most popular type of account to have, but with the new additions coming out, it is sort of falling out of favor. Just right now, most users of Minecraft have the Java edition. You can play it on any kind of PC or laptop that you have with you. And it is the easiest to host other players on. So if we wanted a big Minecraft world on a UC Links server, this edition would be the best one because it's just the easiest for us to manage, and that's because it's modifiable. Anybody who knows Java and wants to modify their game to put certain restrictions on for their players or add different kinds of objects can go in and add their own modifications to that version of the game. The Bedrock Edition is the second most popular edition. This is for Windows 10 and Xbox. So this means that somebody on an Xbox can play with somebody who's on a computer if they both have the Bedrock Edition. And then there's the Pocket Edition, which is the newest and the least popular right now. This is the mobile app version, so if you wanted to play on a tablet, iPad, that kind of thing, you would have the Pocket Edition of Minecraft. So this is something we might have to consider if we wanted to use this with our youth. So the big thing is, what does it look like? What can you do? This is the bare bones, very basic. If you wanted nothing at all in Minecraft, this is what you would get. This is called a super flat, or the flatland layout. Basically, it is just an seemingly infinite expanse. The sky above, the ground below. The little green things you see in there are slimes. If you're in creative mode, they're your friends, they're cute, you can keep them. If you're not, they will try to eat you. But this is literally just bare bones. There's nothing in here. You might get an occasional town or village that spawns that has its own villagers in the game, but for the most part, you will see nothing. This is what people generally see or think of when they think of playing Minecraft. This is what a standard kind of survival mode would look like. If you don't choose the flat layout of the game, you'll get things like mountains, valleys, rivers, different kinds of biomes, different animals will show up and play in the game with you. So this is a very standard, this is what the game will look like without you doing anything in it. However, if you had the time, the dedication, if you're one of those people who played Minecraft professionally and you had the imagination and the passion and the time to do it, you could get something like this. Which is a huge difference from our previous slide. Somebody made this because they had the time, the energy, and the creativity to do it. So Minecraft can be incredibly impressive if you've got enough people, if you've got the manpower. You can make literally whatever you want.
This looks like a different pixelation compared to the last image.
Yeah, this is somebody running it on a much better computer than what
I
this image
see.
is.
I see.
And there are things called shaders where you can kind of enhance your images, but it's the same game.
Ah,
This is exactly what you can get out of it. This is a
wow.
much more zoomed out view of their town. And so you can make whatever you want. And I know we had mentioned in our previous meeting for planning, some people recreate things that they have in real life. So, for example, I made this. This is a picture of my undergraduate institution. So down in the bottom right-hand corner, you can see what that looks like in real life. And then the background image is what we created instead to replicate our undergraduate campus. And this project is still going on. We're adding more and more details every single day to fully recreate the campus on a realistic scale.
Is that
And
Rochester Institute of Technology?
it is. It's
Okay.
a lot of fun. This is a great project. So this is also something that we could pursue. We could make our own town. People have made all of France. For example, there's one person right now who's getting paid to recreate the entire world. He's not
Oh.
doing it on his own. He has a huge team to help him, but they're doing a one-to-one block scale recreating the Earth. And they started in Europe and they're going to go all the way around, finish in the Americas.
So
So
I
people can do
understand
crazy things.
I understand we have one of our campus, UCSB,
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
and I
Yep.
understand that you can enter it via virtual reality.
Yep.
I don't quite understand why that's possible, but I trust that that's possible.
Yeah, they uploaded the Minecraft world to a server that you can enter using your VR headset, or you can enter just playing the game by yourself. So you can hop into the world, walk around. The UCSB one, you can't build whatever you want or explore whatever you want because they only let UCSB people, so like undergraduate students, hop in there and help.
So this is what I was thinking, like, part of our youth summit, depending on what we think is feasible for kids to create the world that they think reflects the just society they would like to see. Like it could be a physical manifestation of the manifesto that gets crafted and then, sort of presenting it.
Yeah.
Um,
And
that'd be
then
kind
there
of fun.
are Minecraft, there are people who use Minecraft for professional purposes. So this is the Uncensored Library. This was a project that was done over the span of a couple years, and this is a server that is open to the public. You can get on this Minecraft server and hop into this library here. And what the Uncensored Library is actually a library where you can go and read censored texts from various governments. So there are different wings in this library that you see. And so, for example, I could go to the USA wing and I could find all of the banned books that have been, banned in schools, and I could go in there and I could read them physically in this Minecraft world. Or there's certain reports or magazines that have been censored by other governments. You can go in here and you can find them and read them and explore them. And so there's a huge range of possibilities of things that we can do. So a little bit on my thoughts of how we could use Minecraft is, like Diana said, we could set up our own server for these children to create and build the manifestation of their world, something that they want to see. We could section off the world into different themes and give them all a prompt for building if we want something like that. And if we do host this, we can put in moderator settings, which is something that I think we're absolutely going to need. So Minecraft in itself is almost seemingly infinite, which means that the kids could just literally go anywhere and explore their whole world. If we set up our own UC Links world, we can put boundaries on the world so that they can't just kind of go off and run anywhere, just so then we can keep an eye on what they're doing. We wouldn't want, a situation where kids are running off, building inappropriate things, acting inappropriate towards each other, destroying each other's creations that they build. We can put in all of those settings ourselves so that we're kind of restricting how they can interact with other people and where they can go, but we're not restricting their creativity in that way.
Just
And I think,
ensuring a safe space. I also think
yes,
it would be easier, like someone created something so cool, but you have to travel like 5 minutes to get there.
exactly,
That becomes not very like, I don't know, community like. So
exactly. So we can
having,
restrict it.
yeah, then we can see everything.
There's
So to be
also
big enough,
there's
right?
also something that I think is underutilized in Minecraft, and that's books and signs. Kids can write their own books in Minecraft and put their books down for other people to pick up and read. So if somebody makes a creation, they can write about it and explain it to us. They don't have to be there on Zoom to talk to us about what they made. They can leave that note so that we can all share and learn, which is something that the kids really indicated that they wanted to do with each other. And so this is a fun way of almost like a gallery walk that they can go through and talk to each other about what's going on. So it has so many possibilities that we can do, and I think the youth would absolutely love it. The downsides that I do see to this is Minecraft itself does not have a built-in voice chat function. You can't, hop on like this and talk to each other. You do have to utilize some separate program in order to use your voice to talk to other people. They do have a text chat function within the game that you can use, but there is a character limit and it disappears. It's not like Zoom where it, stays there and everybody can read through kind of thing. Also, we would have to, while we're moderating it, I'm sure that we would want somebody there to help with that safe space for all of our youth. We wouldn't want to just sort of let them run wild whenever they want to. So we would probably need certain hours to have this world open for the youth to come in and play. Because we do have youth from all over the world running this with graduate students in California might put us at some weird hours for being awake, but I'm sure there are some graduate students who prefer to be nocturnal. I know I'm not one of them, but we would just have to be conscious of the times that we're running this. And it is a little hard to run Zoom and Minecraft at the same time. So what I'm going to show you next is running Zoom and Minecraft at the same time. It is a little clunky, and not everybody has the computing power to be able to do that.
Yeah, I agree with Mara, though. I think we would have to coordinate with the other countries.
Yeah.
And I can imagine they would have coordinators that can facilitate, during appropriate hours. So it
Yeah,
wouldn't
so we would just need
burden.
to coordinate that.
Yeah.
And so, I'm going to stop sharing this PowerPoint really quick, and I'm going to open up just kind of an example of the world that my husband and I play on together, things that we have built, so that you can sort of see what it looks like in action. So I'll just share my screen again and pull this up. So it will take a little bit to connect to our realm, but that is okay. It's fun. It will be very slow, so if I cut out at any point or if you miss something, if it's too choppy, please just kind of yell and interrupt me so that I can go back and show you what it all looks like.
Well, if it helps you, Devin, what about just not having your video? Would
It
that
does
help?
help. It does help a little bit. It will be kind of clunky. So does everybody see the world?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the world that we play in. We play in creative mode. We're not trying to defeat a dragon or anything like that. We are just kind of building for fun. So you can see down here, we have dolphins and squids that are in our oceans that we can play with, and different fish that are trying to jump up and get me right now. We've built a lighthouse, docks, our own little castle, a train that takes us to different parts of our world. One thing that is exciting in Minecraft is it does work like circuits or like a computer. You can build your own circuits in here that will play music or trigger certain effects. And so we have our high speed train over there. We have a little farm where we have all of the different animals in Minecraft that we can play and interact with. There are pandas, which really are the cutest things in the whole world. They're adorable. We love them. And then I think kind of the fun thing is we have this library over here, and we haven't filled it yet. But this is something that, our youth could utilize. They could have a library space. And what they can do is they could get a book and a quill, and they could write whatever they want in their book. And then if we have lecterns out in our world, like this one over here, you can put the book down. So then anyone can walk up to the book, click on it, and see what the students have written about their creations. And so this is a way that the students can come together and share what they're talking about while also not needing to be there all the time to explain to other people what's going on.
Could kids add to somebody else's book?
Yes, they can't add to somebody else's book, but they can add, anything else
Another
to
book.
the world. They can add another book next to it. If I wanted to add to this library, I have all of these different blocks that I can choose from, and I can pick whatever I want.
We have to figure out how to do this for Youth Summit. I don't know, John, Canna, you're just gonna have to help us figure out what servers. I don't know, but we just got to do it. I also want to give some news. I did get $2,500 from Montecito Bank and Trust. So
that's great.
Yeah, so we can.
Congratulations.
Thank you. We can maybe put some money down for this.
Yeah, Evan, you might know better, like what would be possible ideas, and I'll be more than happy to sit down and discuss, maybe Diana, Maura, and I mean, just to see how the heck we can include this in the youth summit. I haven't played Minecraft myself. I'm a gamer, but I haven't ever give my Minecraft a try at all. But I'll be more than happy to explore it with you. Maybe you could be a cultural guy since you have been playing this game for a while already. And since the kids are into it, I'm pretty sure about that because having many kids around the globe being so into it, it's a big community of gamers. So I'll be happy to meet up and maybe just brainstorm about possibilities.
Yeah, absolutely. We can get together and figure out what's possible.
And figure out how we can get accounts for all the kids. Maybe again, it's like a temporary thing and, that we can reactivate on an annual basis. It could be the Youth Summit Minecraft world and they can build on it every year, build something new. We could expand it. I bet we could expand our boundaries so that they can add on to the world. I think this is important. It feels like an important thing we need to get our head wrapped around. It's those three, I don't know what you called it, Devin. You either have the iPad account or the Java or
the 3 editions of Minecraft.
I have no clue even how to begin to even imagine what would be the best choice.
Or I wonder, I wonder if it would be equitable to get, so many of one kind and so many of another kind, so that maybe there's
a couple worlds
across each one of the platforms.